What's this? Another Jake post? I know, crazy. Today I thought it would be a great idea that we should build with the two newest kits that came out a couple weeks ago, the kitchen clutter kit and the restoration workshop kit, I believe it's called. So I wanted to build a one-story house because that would be very easy in my opinion, which actually it wasn't. You will find that out later on. It turned out horrifically. I mean, not so bad, but for me, I am not like the biggest fan. I wish I had done it differently, but I just do this thing with color where I have to have everything basically the same, otherwise it looks horrible. I'm very much like a matchy person, and it does get the better of me, I have to be perfectly honest. That being said, I do quite like the way that this turned out. I like the whole concept of the separate garage to the house. I enjoy the idea of having to kind of walk around and work and whatnot, if that makes sense. I mean, it will, like I said, later on down the line once you've watched more of the video. But yeah, so it has been a while, hasn't it? It has been a very long time. It's probably been about 4 months, I want to say, 3, 4 months or something like that. I've been very busy with university and mental health has been kind of kicking me in the butt, but it's fine. It's okay. We've got this. We're past it. I'm on medication now. I have basically finished university, which is something I will get to. And now we are back playing The Sims, and hopefully a lot more because I really do enjoy playing this game and I really do like it when I'm able to share my stuff with everybody. So, university, I know I am finally finished. It has taken a long 3 years. Although those 3 years have gone by very slowly, like unbelievably slow. And all I have to say is I am so thankful for all those people around me. I'm so thankful for all the friends I've got. I'm so thankful for teachers and doing my work the day before it's due, which I know is not necessarily a good thing, but it is for me. That's how it works. If I leave it till last minute, that's when I lock in and that is when I get my head down. So it works out. I don't know how I have got this far, really. It has been quite a journey. It's been quite stressful. I study photography, which doesn't sound that difficult if you think about it. However, it really is. And the stuff that we do, it may sound easy, like writing about photos and stuff, but genuinely, it is one of the hardest things that I have ever had to do. I don't know if any of you have had to do this, but it's just the fact of talking about your own work. I, for some reason, can't do that. Like, it kind of cringes me out a little bit. And yeah, it's just one of those things that you have to get past, unfortunately. And this is my final time doing it for the last ever time. I currently am recording this on the 16th of May and I handed on the 20th of May. I may have a video out then, I'm unsure yet, but I'm done. I'm complete. And then it's graduation and then it's moving on into the real world and my whole life spirals again. So in terms of this build, as you can see, I'm currently working on the kitchen. Now, this was possibly the best part of the entire build, hands down. I love the green color. Green is my favorite color, if you can't tell from the whole channel graphics and everything. The kitchen clutter kit is also incredible. Genuinely, probably one of the best kits that the Sims team have released, because you're meaning to tell me that we even have a bag just full of groceries? Like, that to me is insane. I don't know, I'm just very like a cluttery person. I love it so much in The Sims. Not so much in real life though. I'm very much a neat freak. Like, my room is very clean right now. But this whole thing, love. One of my favorite things in the entire world. And I have a feeling that I'm going to use this kit in every single build I do, which is going to be difficult when there's like some sort of challenge or I try to build a base game house or starter home or anything, which actually, that is a good point. Can you build a starter home with this kit? Or even both kits? You might be able to with the clutter kit, but I don't know. I am uncertain. Strange. Anyway, we are now getting into the portion that I like to call the sad beige portion. This was also a whole process. I have no idea why I did this whatsoever because I do not like that beige color whatsoever. I am mainly a big fan of like the brown tones, kind of the warm woods, maybe like a dark oak, something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean. This, on the other hand, it just isn't that. And I don't understand why I've done it because the whole concept of this house was meant to be just homely and it doesn't feel homely, it feels more clinic because it also just seems really clean and really tidy, which, as nice as that sounds, it really isn't. The room I do love the most though, the kids room. The kids room is one of my favorite rooms in the house actually, right next to the kitchen. They are probably joint first. I love the whole idea of just loads of color put together. I am not so good at doing it in open floor plans because I think that they should all be coherent or cohesive, kind of. So that was kind of the issue there. And it was difficult trying to figure out a good floor plan that worked with everything. Oh, I just opened up the gallery. That is not what I wanted to do at that point. Yeah, I did that by accident. But anyway, moving on. I just don't know how to do patterns or colors or anything. Like, I need everything to be a cohesive theme. Otherwise, to me, it doesn't look finished. It looks off brand. It kind of just looks like a kid's program, in my opinion. However, this became too much clinic that it kind of icked me out a little bit. But I did enjoy the build. I did enjoy what I was doing. It did take me a while because I've not really built in so long. I have built like in the past for shell challenges and stuff, but in general, I have not done a lot. Like, I am not the best builder by any means. So there's that. So, what is going on in my life? Wouldn't you guys like to know? Well, I will tell you anyway. As I said before, I am graduating from university soon, which will be sometime in July. And then I also have two concerts lined up. As of today, I have just bought tickets to see Lord. And next month, I am seeing Lana Del Rey, which is also insane to me because two of my favorite people, well, favorite's a strong word. If you saw my Spotify, you would understand that. But yeah, I am absolutely overjoyed with the fact that I get to see them both live. It's just kind of one of those things where it's on your bucket list and you don't think you'll ever do it, but then you do it, and all of a sudden you're like, what do I do with my life anymore? Because that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I just have no idea how I'm going to function after I've done this because I already saw Taylor Swift last year and that was number one on my bucket list done. And then I've seen a few other singers and stuff, but this is probably like, I'm pretty sure I've got a thing on my notes app listing all the singers that I want to see. And I've probably listed off half of them. There's some that I still want to see, like Bieber Doobie and Sabrina Carpenter, but we'll have to see if that ever happens because I don't know. But yeah, I am very, very excited about that. What else has happened in my life? There isn't really much that's like interesting to me. Oh, wait, there is something cool to talk about. So I am thinking of taking up streaming. Now, I will need opinions on this because I don't know if it's going to be something that I definitely want to do. It's something I've always had ideas with, and I've toyed with it a little bit with like Streamlabs and stuff. But I genuinely have no idea. I have asked a few friends to help me and they've been very helpful and I'm very grateful for that. I just don't know how to really go about it, as in what to stream or what to play. So if anyone has any suggestions, obviously please leave a comment because that would be much appreciated. I would love to hear what people think. I mean, I'm probably just going to play Sims mainly, but obviously if there's some other like cozy games or anything like Stardew Valley or something, I'll obviously be down to play that. There will, of course, be other stuff like random games, and maybe I can do like duo streams with people, like my friends. So there is also that. There is also that thing that I want to do, which is also another reason why I have coloured this house this colour, which I don't think I have done yet. But if I have, then that's great. If not, shocker, it's green on the outside. The entire thing is this sage green colour, which is so beautiful. It is so pretty. It's just a shame that I had to use the, yes, I did colour it. I have just seen that. It's just a shame that I had to use that kind of siding because I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't like how wide it is. I prefer the much thinner one, but there wasn't really a swatch that would work well. I mean, there was, but I didn't want to make the house kind of orange or light blue. I didn't want to go for the typical blue suburban like Simsy. So this is just the parents' room that we are working on right now. I wasn't sure what colour to really go for in here. I couldn't find a bed that matched the similar swatch as the rest of the house, but I did find that one, which, I mean, blue, green, it kind of works. So I tried to go for more of a blue colour scheme because I feel like I've gone green for the rest of the house and I needed to switch it up just a little bit. I don't really have like Sims in mind of who's going to live here. I just kind of did it as it was, just because I wanted to play with the kit a bit and just wanted to mess around and see what I could do. So let's just envision it's two dads and two toddlers. I don't know what gender the toddlers are. I have no clue. One of the dads is the restorer. He likes to do the restoration stuff in the garage. So there we go. Story, lore, built and made and done. Yeah, I didn't really know what to put in this room. I have a hard time furnishing parents' rooms or like kind of rooms that just don't have a specific sim dedicated to them. If it was somebody for like a legacy challenge that I was working on or anything, then I would have a good idea because I'd know exactly what I needed, which will be in a future video. That is a little Easter egg slash teaser there. The only issue with the room is I feel like by the door, it's kind of plain. There isn't really much there. There's just a clock and I think a picture, I'm pretty sure. I did build this last night and I have slept since then, so I don't particularly remember what I did. I think, oh yeah, we're seeing it right now. So yeah, I just did a picture frame and a clock, which isn't exactly exciting, is it? However, the rest of the house, it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous and stunning. So I'm hoping I did well for my first video back. And I am hoping to upload more, like I said, because now that I'm done with university, I've graduated. Well, I will be graduating. I am hoping that I can get some more stuff out and focus more on this because it is something that I really enjoy doing. Another thing with this build is that I was actually hinted to by my friend that I should do this color scheme. Her name is Dabney, otherwise known as Dabney Mallory on all of her social media, I think. I will link her below anyway. Yeah, she kind of egged me on to do this sort of theme because I want to start streaming. So it's an ode to that. The green, it kind of matches my aesthetic. We've gone through this already. And now we are moving on to the workshop portion, which actually I also love. I will admit that the kitchen clutter kit is my favorite of all the kits so far. However, this kit is pretty up there, I think. I really like the small details, like the little fan and the stuff on the walls. Like, I just love it. And this wallpaper as well, because it's really versatile. Like, you could use it in a basement, you could use it in a garage setting, you could literally use it wherever. Even if you're doing some kind of like builder thing where they're like building houses somewhere, you could easily use that as like the base wallpaper for everything instead of having to use one of those plain ones. So it's really versatile, which I really like. The only thing I'm not the biggest fan of is the furniture portion of it all, and by that I just mean the stuff that you can work with, because it's like a skill item, obviously, isn't it? So you've got to work on things, you've got to work on, I think it's handiness. I'm going to assume it's your handiness skill that you need to work on with this. However, yeah, I am not the biggest fan because I'm not that great with that kind of 50s Fallout shelter kind of vibe. And I feel like that's what the kitchen appliances are pretty much used for. Another thing I had a hard time figuring out was the landscaping. Now, I am not a landscaper by any means. I have no clue what I am doing. I just realized this entire video is just me complaining, saying that I don't know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. I just don't have the best ideas. Like, I can't think things through in my head immediately. I genuinely do not have any clue of what I'm doing anymore. It also kind of boils down to the fact that I haven't built much recently. It's been quite a while because obviously, like I said, I've been focused on this work and I just want to get it all done. I mainly just do stuff like some bushes and a couple plants. I did try and add some more color in with the pink. I'm not sure how much that worked though, because it might clash a little with the green. It's kind of fairly odd parents, but we do what we have to do. It doesn't really matter. I did also try to include some other things. Like, I fixed this door right here, the garage door. I fixed it into an actual garage door because I feel like that looks a lot nicer than the other one. I do like the realism of this one, but it would be nice to use some other packs. So next time when I build, I may just go all out because that's kind of the vibe I prefer. But I do like this a lot. I do enjoy this a lot, and I do enjoy the fake car that I've put there, the debug car. Unfortunately, you cannot use it, but it's just there for the realism. And these trees as well. I am a big fan of the trees. I'm not usually one to branch out when it comes to my landscaping or anything. This is the first time I've properly done it in terms of like trees and whatnot, so I am very happy. I usually just use the main oak tree that's in Willow Creek. I think it's an oak tree or it's a birch tree. It's one of the two. I mainly just use that because that's usually where I build, or I build in Oasis Springs. There is only sometimes that I will branch out properly and build somewhere else. It's very rare that I will do so. Although, that being said, I have been working on a save file. Now, I don't know if it's something that I'm going to release anytime soon. It's something that is very much in the works because there's always stuff coming out and always stuff happening. But one day, hopefully. So I will have to just work on it and I will have to just get my mind to it. That's all I can say. I'm so sorry. I'm very bad at this whole voiceover thing because I've not done it in so long. Hopefully, in a few weeks or so, I will be able to get back on my grind and I will fully be focused. But this being said, we are now reaching the end of the video, so I feel like I should head into the actual game and show you what this house looks like properly. Okay, and we are back. So this is the little house that I made. The green, I'm sorry, I had to do it. I explained before, but I have to do it. It's like a whole stream Dabney thing. But anyway, this is the little house I built. It is only base game and the two newest kits. So when you first walk into the house, you've got the entrance. It's not very detailed, I gather that, but that's because I couldn't really figure out what to place here exactly. Over here we have the living room. Oh, I did not notice that. Oh, that's... Yeah, when it goes up on the gallery, I'll be fine. I do also realize it is very sad beige, but it's the vibes. It's the vibes of the time. We can't go behind it. We can't go back on it. I'm sorry. So over here we have a little gallery wall, and here is the living space. Then here is the dining room and also the gorgeous, gorgeous kitchen. I do know that your Sims wall, use these to cook on, so it didn't really matter to me if I had stuff on all of these counters. But yeah, here is the lovely kitchen. And then when you come this way, you've got the kids' bedroom. Now, I just did this a bit messy because all the colors as a kid, it doesn't really matter what color it is. So that's why we've got so many different things like tying in together. Very basic bathroom with a plant sticking through it, but not anymore. Very basic bathroom and the parents' room. And I mainly did this blue just because of this bed. There wasn't really any other swatch that worked, I guess. I mean, that one did, but too many stripes and stuff, and I just can't deal with that. So you come through the kids' room for some reason, and this will take you into the back. Then you walk further down here, and here we have the garage or garage. It's garage if you're British. So I wanted to put these down because your Sims will work on those. I tried to put them in the middle. I tried to put them in the middle because I wanted there to be enough space that you could walk around everywhere. I don't think your Sims will walk around this or use this unless this is moved exceptionally forward, which I could quickly fix. So yeah. Oh, and obviously a debug car and a lot of a lot of landscaping. But this is the house. So I will have that on the gallery. My ID is just boysimming with an I, B-O-I simming, because boysimming was taken. But with that being said, I think I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.